testimony we're going to have is my handsome son, Truett. Give it up for Truett, everybody. This good looking guy. He's so awesome. He's 19. He's loving working this business. In fact, he just got off a Zoom with about
15 young guys.
15 young guys. Wow, they are so excited. They met on the Bo and Truett and Rocco met him on the beach down here in Florida. They're from Texas. Yep. They are so excited to share the technology. So they had 15 young guys on this Zoom, ready to go. It was their launch. Remember, we talked about the 20-minute launches that all of you should be doing. So that was their 20-minute launch, and he had 15 people on it, and he's 18. So there you have it, my friends. That's how easy it is.
And he only had a few days to get those people on there.
That's right. You only had about 4 days. Okay, so tell them your testimony with LifeWave.
Yeah, so normally my biggest testimony is my ACL injury, but I also want to start with some other stuff. I go to the gym every single day. Honestly, like I usually do chest once a week. So like every week when I hit that muscle group, I always increase the weight. I'm always increasing the weight. And I definitely think the patch has helped me increase weight. I'm doing progressive overloading. So the patch is helping me recover, whether that's with sleeping or just like coming home and my muscles aren't hurting as bad after the gym. But for my ACL, going into my junior season, I was going up for a dunk and I tore 4 ligaments in my knee. And the next day I went in to get an MRI done, and the doctor said, "How are you not in excruciating pain?" And I said, "It's this little sticker right here. It's this patch." And he's like, "What's that?" And I told him it was a stem cell patch, and he thought it was amazing. And then I scheduled surgery for 3 months. 3 months later, and I was wearing the patch every single day. Still wasn't taking any drugs, any pain medications. I was just wearing the patch every day consistently.
Patches.
I was wearing a couple of different patches, every single day, and consistently still drinking water, electrolytes, all that good stuff. And then 3 months later, when I went in for surgery, the day before surgery, 3 months later, I was actually able to dunk a basketball again. I was still going to practice, still trying to help out the team and contribute in that way, running the shot clock and stuff. But I actually just grabbed the basketball and I was shooting around. And I jumped up and dunked it. I was like, holy smokes, this patch is doing something to my knee here. So then the next day after that practice, I went in for surgery. And when I got to surgery, I was initially supposed to have surgery on 4 ligaments. And I ended up having on 2 of the 4 instead of the 4. The doctors were like, "What is going on here?" And I was just like, "I'm wearing this patch every day. I actually dunked a basketball yesterday," and they couldn't believe it. So we were honestly thinking about not getting surgery, waiting another 3 more months, would have been 6 months, and possibly not even having to have surgery at all. But I ended up having surgery on those 2 ligaments, but the patch helped me with those 2. Should I give a business testimony too?
Yeah, don't make any income claims.
I won't give any income claims, but I was on this Zoom call today with my brother and these guys that were enrolling here, and they asked me what's like one of my favorite parts about this business. I could drive down the street. I was going to grab a Starbucks, and I can join a Zoom call, and I can help people, and I can make money. You don't need to be in an office and having your boss say, like, "Where are you at?" Like, you have to be here at this exact time. You have to stay until this exact time. I was driving down the road getting a Starbucks on a Zoom call for 45 minutes, and I don't need to take any time like going to an office. I'm literally just doing my regular stuff throughout the day while I work. So it's very adaptable to people's lifestyles. It's not just, oh, you're stuck in here and you have to do it this way. You can do it how your life is. Like, you can go to drop your kids off at practice. You can go to the grocery store. You can meet people at the grocery store. You can go to the gym, wear the patch at the gym. Someone asks what it is, and you tell them what it is.
Truett said to the guys today, he said, "Put it in the middle of your head and walk into the gym. Someone's going to ask."
If you really are having trouble getting people and people they don't want to join, walk into Walmart or wherever you go to grocery shop and put it on the middle of your forehead. I'm sure someone will probably say something.
If nothing else, you'll get them smiling and you'll just feel good about it. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Come on. It's so good.
Also, I want to say this isn't like a hard business. It's more of you have to follow the structure that the leaders give you. So like my parents and everybody else higher up in the company, especially these guys right here, you got to follow what they're doing. If you're trying to do it a different way, it's not going to work. Like it would be like trying to ride a bike and you start pedaling backwards and you want to do it your own way. It's not going to, you're going to fall over. You got to follow the instructions on how to do it. So you got to follow what these guys do, and you're going
And Truett earned the free trip
to Hawaii. Yeah.
Well, he won Bahamas.
Won
We got
Bahamas.
back from that, and now he earned Hawaii. So we're excited that he earned Hawaii because then
Bringing Rocco, they don't got to pay for Rocco
we don't have to pay for Rocco because he bring Rocco along.
Now let's hope that once Rocco turns 18, I'm sure he'll probably win it pretty quick too, because
We just love to share. We love to share. Anything else, Truett?
Yeah, I mean, LifeWave's amazing business. You get to help people while you make money. You get to meet new friends.
Well, how do you make more money?
So this is the thing. If you help 2 people, it's not going to be as big. If you help 1,000 people, how much money do you think you're going to make? The more money you make, or the more people you help, the more money you make. It's like the input to get the output type of deal. If you focus on the input, you're going to get the output. If you focus just on output, it's not going to happen because you're just focusing on the money. I need the money. Focus on helping people, and then the end result will come. So,
all right, Truett, give it up for that one. Boy, thank you. Night. I love it. I love it. So that's one of the Brandon brothers. You guys like that guy? Isn't he handsome? These guys are so good. We love the Brandon boys. So, hey, I just want to reiterate this because he was talking about athletes and my boys are athletes. Our boys are athletes, as you know. And so I do want to show you why light therapy is so amazing for athletes. If you have never utilized light therapy, there's a lot of people getting involved with light therapy. It is cutting edge, you guys, for athletes. In fact, they've been using infrared light in chiropractic office, PT offices, and veterinarians even for decades. And so, but why is light therapy so great for athletes? Because number one, it boosts cellular energy, more ATP. Like he says, every time he's going to the gym, he's lifting more weight, right, guys? Faster recovery between workouts. That is true for me. And I'm not Truett's age. I feel like I don't even get sore anymore like I used to do. Enhances muscle performance, better, stronger, fitter, faster. Who doesn't want that? Speeds up injury healing. And again, we can't make medical claims, but he only had to have 2 of those 4 ligaments replaced. We're not saying it's only the patches because he was eating good, right? Electrolytes. He was doing a lot of great things, but we know that the patch contributed to that. And then, of course, reduces pain naturally, which is why the doctors were shocked that he wasn't taking handfuls of ibuprofen with 4 torn ligaments. They're like, how are you not in excruciating pain? He's like, this patch. And so, and then of course, 6 improves brain and focus. Every athlete wants better focus, better brain health, sharper, right? And then sleep. Sleep is where our body restores and heals. So I love this. If you are ready to recover faster, perform stronger, last longer, I'm telling you, we need to be talking to the athletes about this, right, guys? Who's with me? I'm talking to the athletes. You should be making lists of your athlete friends right now. All right, let's see who the next athlete is on here. Is Bo on here yet? I didn't see him come into the Zoom room, but the bunch of you came in all at once.
I'm on here.
Hey, keep talking, Bo. Hang on a second. I'm going to find you. All these handsome boys. Bo, let me see you, Bo Brannon. Let me get him. What are you under, Bo?
Is my name not on here? Maybe my name's not on here.
Hang on a second. Where are you at? Let's see. Is your face on there? Keep
Maybe
talking.
not.
Keep talking. Turn your camera on, please.
My camera's on. Can you hear me?
It's just
is
under
this you right here?
iPhone, Renita. It says iPhone.
Oh, it
And his
is?
picture's on.
Okay,
His video's on. Yep.
Oh, it is? Okay. I'm sorry. I can't even see it. Let me see.
Alphabetical order. iPhone.
There you go.
iPhone. Come on, Renita. You can do it. Can you see him, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Bo, how are you? I just couldn't see
Hey,
on
how's
my
it
end. That was
going?
my problem. Good.
Good to see
Hey,
you.
so I was telling everybody that you just got off this Zoom meeting with these great guys that you met on the beach. Oh my gosh, Aiden is just on fire, right? So excited, so thankful to have met you guys on the beach.
Yeah.
Scheduled this launch party just less than a week ago. Had 15 guys on it. They are all fired up. I mean, what do you want to say about this business, Bo?
I mean, honestly, we just love attracting young entrepreneurs who are hungry to grow their home-based business, looking to partner with this amazing life-changing stem cell technology. I've been with the company for 3 years now. I got started when you guys did. and it's been absolutely life-changing for myself. I had a breakout senior year on the track in college wearing the patch. Since then, I put on about 20 pounds of lean muscle while keeping my body fat under 10%. Obviously, like you say, we have to have a balanced diet, proper hydration, like good sleep, supplements, all that. But the patch really helps activate different peptides in our body and helps, just regenerate our own stem cells. So I'm all about it. I'm all above natural healing. So it's amazing. But yeah, Aiden Ross joined last week. We were on the beach in Santa Rosa Beach, and just I feel like God puts people in your path at certain times, and it's very important that you kind of step into that, and you just serve and help others. So I noticed that Aiden was like hungry to start LifeWave, and we got him rolling, and now 1 week later he's already got 15 people on a call. It's that easy. You just have to put in the input, like True had said. You can't say you're going to do it and then not do it, because there's that disconnect then. So but yeah, Aiden's super fired up. We're happy to have him on the team. And yeah.
Big thing I teach the boys all the time in our business is completion is better than perfection. How many times do you hear me say that in a week? Completion is better than perfection.
That's
Completion is better than perfection.
You don't have to be a scientist. You just have to know like where to point to. That's why like 3 years ago we didn't have any of the system. We like built it all ourselves with the help of Steve and Gina Merritt. It's their system, which is ours now. So this is it info and this is it team. That's what we use, and we just take the tools and we point to that. So it's amazing.
It's amazing. All right, Bo. And I will tell you this, they drug tested him 3 times his last semester of college track because they thought he was doping. That's how fast.
Yeah, they do the random drug test, but I was definitely running faster than previous seasons. That's why they were doing that. So it's amazing, and then like on the financial side, obviously we can't make income claims or whatnot, but as a 26-year-old who's made multiple 7 figures now, I can say this is the best financial opportunity that I've ever taken advantage of. And I want to thank my parents too for, coming alongside myself and my brothers and just having to be a family business, because that's what we're all about. So love you guys.
Yeah, generational legacy business. It was interesting today when we were talking about those with the young guys we were talking about Donald Trump, and I said, love him or hate him. He was on like the David Letterman show, maybe about 15 years ago. And David Letterman actually said to Donald Trump, if you had your life to do over again, what would you do differently? And Donald Trump said, I would start a network marketing business. That's what Donald Trump said.
A lot of billionaires would say if they lost all their wealth, that's what they would do, is they would go into direct sales. An amazing aspect of this is we're the fastest growing direct sales company in the whole world out of all direct sales. And we're the #1 team within the fastest growing company, all direct sales. So it's amazing opportunity. And I'm glad everyone here is on the call today. So.
Hey, Bo, thank you. I love you. Drive safe.